In my mind, I was never gonna walk right again. Before we were through, we had walked 23 steps. And that was my first steps of freedom. This patient is saying thank you.
Welcome to the Daily O. I'm Thomas Fleming. It's Mental Health Week here on campus, and there will be plenty of interactive events, information sessions, and giveaways across campus to bring awareness to mental health and suicide prevention. Also in OSU News, tonight at 7:30, the OSU Jazz Orchestra will perform in the Sarantine Center with special guest and sought-after trumpet performer Vince DiMartino. Now let's take a quick look at the weather for the week. Looks like spring is here with highs reaching 79 degrees and scattered thunderstorms rolling in later this week. Today, the high is 59 and partially cloudy, perfect for grilling or for a walk around Boomer Lake before the rainy weather gets here. The Stillwater Police Department is warning residents about something called a pigeon drop scam. Reports of the alleged scam are claiming that a female will approach the citizen claiming to have found a valuable item like a wallet. The female will ask the citizen to witness while she opens it, and when the female opens the wallet, it's filled with money. The female then requests help finding the owner of the money and then tries to persuade the citizen to exchange the money found for a smaller amount of money from the citizen. The Stillwater Police Department is encouraging anyone approached by a person attempting this type of scam to immediately contact law enforcement. And electronic communications students Jovian Osterhout and Elizabeth Phillips made an informational video about medical marijuana in Oklahoma. Here's a look.
Do you guys want to?
Oh, wow. Okay. It's too late.
State interest in medical marijuana began in the 70s when drug use and discussion was in its prime. Meanwhile, the federal government demonized marijuana and denied its medicinal value. The Controlled Substances Act of 1970 classifies marijuana as a Schedule I drug, meaning that marijuana is considered to have no accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse and dependence. The use, sale, and possession of all forms of marijuana is illegal under federal law in the United States. However, this has not stopped 23 states from legalizing the medical use of marijuana and an additional 10 from legalizing recreational use. Oklahoma has most recently legalized the medical use of marijuana. The Peak, located in Edmond, Oklahoma, is one of the first dispensaries to begin selling medical marijuana products in the area. Corbin Wyatt, owner of the Peak, shares his experience with medical marijuana.
But as far as the actual benefits go, I think that you're able to find a more natural solution for helping with common ailments. I think it gives people an alternative to the common medicine that they've been taking. Our average age patient is actually 55 years old. which means that you're kind of seeing these older generations bringing down or bringing up that age average. And I think that makes a really, really big difference in the way that we look at who's doing this. It's not a bunch of 18 to 25-year-olds. It really is an older crowd. So any of our locations are going to give you a very similar experience. You're going to walk in, be greeted by a nice, friendly staff of people that are here just to help you figure out what you need to make your ailments better. They'll come in, we'll check them in, make sure that they have their medical ID. We'll welcome them back. We'll ask them what they're comfortable with taking, how they would like to take it. If they used marijuana in the past, they generally have an idea of what they'd like to do. And then we'll help them find the quality products that they need.
Medical marijuana has become a hot topic on college campuses across Oklahoma. Oklahoma State University was prompt in releasing a statement regarding the legalization of medical marijuana. Nonetheless, medical marijuana products have begun making their way to Stillwater. CBD Plus USA on North Perkins Road has offered CBD products since July. Soon, medical-grade products will hit the shelves. While some still have their concerns, medical marijuana products are going to continue being sold in Oklahoma as more dispensaries open for business. Until it is no longer considered a Schedule I drug, states will have to go on negotiating the demand for legal marijuana.
Thanks, Jovian and Elizabeth. In other news, the ACLU is demanding an investigation into, quote, abusive and inhumane conditions at an El Paso Border Patrol detention center. The group says border agents deprived hundreds of families of sleep, forced children to sleep on trash-strewn gravel, and forced families to stand for prolonged periods of time. The complaint also said there's a lack of adequate medical care, food, water, or clean sanitary solutions. Federal officials have apparently moved the migrants to undisclosed locations since the reports surfaced, but the ACLU wants the Inspector General to immediately look into the matter. Well, McDonald's let down pickle lovers with an April Fool's joke. It is April 1st. The company shared this photo of a so-called McPickle on Instagram that looks just as it sounds, with pickles layered in between melted cheese, ketchup, and sesame buns. That sounds terrible. Although it was a joke, some people took it seriously, and the cruel twist left lots of people craving a pickle burger. To add insult to injury for pickle lovers, McDonald's added the comment to the Instagram post that it was, quote, available until yesterday. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have the baseball results, and we'll reveal which basketball player in the NBA is done for the season. Stay tuned.
Oklahoma State won the rubber game of its series at 19th-ranked TCU Sunday as the Cowboys claimed a 9-8 victory at Lupton Stadium. I'm Austin Paul for sports, but with the win, the Cowboys move into a tie for first place in the Big 12 Conference standings at 5-1, while improving to 18-8 overall. OSU jumped out to an early lead in the first inning as Navagato crushed his team-leading 6th home run on the season. The Horned Frogs would not go away, however. With the 3 lead changes going into the ninth, the Cowboys loaded the bases with 2 outs, and thanks to an error and 2 walks, Carson McCusker stepped up to the plate and ripped off a 2 RBI single to give the Cowboys the lead 9-7. The Cowboys will be back on the diamond tomorrow against Central Arkansas at Alley P Stadium in Stillwater. Cowgirls softball also had a big weekend, winning a series against number 9 Texas. The Cowgirls opened the series with 2 shutout wins, and the first one 1-0 and the second 8-0. The Cowgirls couldn't complete the sweep, losing the final game of the series on Sunday 4-3. The Cowgirls have a midweek game Wednesday against UT Arlington at 5 p.m. and pick up Big 12 play again on Saturday against Kansas. The Cowgirls are currently 3rd in the Big 12 behind Oklahoma and Texas. The Final Four is set. Texas Tech faces Michigan State and Virginia plays Auburn. Texas Tech was the first team to punch their ticket after falling in the Elite 8 last season. Chris Beard and the Red Raiders took down Gonzaga to secure their first ever Final Four appearance. The Red Raiders went 30-6 this season and have the 3rd best defense in college basketball. The Red Raiders will face Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans. The Spartans went 32-6 this season and took down number 1 overall seed Duke in the Elite 8. With the win, Tom Izzo improved to 2-11 against Coach K. And on the other side of the bracket, Virginia continues a redemption tour from last year's upset in the first round to a 16th seed. The Cavaliers went 33-3 this season and have the number 1 defense in the country. But they needed this last-second buzzer beater to force overtime, and they took down Purdue despite Carson Edwards' 42 points. Virginia will take on the most surprising Final Four team in the Auburn Tigers. The Tigers went 30-9 this season, and after barely surviving New Mexico State in the first round, they took down Blue Bloods Kansas, UNC, and Kentucky. The Final Four will tip off Saturday, and the national championship will be crowned on Monday. LeBron James is used to playing basketball in June, but James' 16th season is already over. The Lakers shut down the superstar small forward last week, saying he needs more time to recover from his groin injury. In 55 games this season, James averaged 27.4 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.3 assists. The Lakers are currently 35-42 and were eliminated from playoff contention on March 22nd after a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Now to the Dallas Mavericks. Their forward Kristaps Porzingis is being investigated in New York for an alleged rape that a woman told police took place last year. The woman told the New York Police Department on Thursday. The woman reportedly told police she waited more than a year to come forward because she had discussed getting $68,000 from Porzingis to keep quiet. Porzingis attorney Roland G. Rapoli denied the allegations and said they had previously referred the case to federal authorities due to the accuser's extortion demands. National Basketball Players Association Executive Director Michael Roberts said in a statement that the union has been aware of these allegations for some time, have evaluated the accuser's claims, and based on what is presently before us, staying with Kristaps. The Knicks informed Dallas of the pending Porzingis rape allegations on a January 31st trade call with NBA headquarters that finalized the blockbuster deal. That's going to do it for sports. I'm Austin Paul.
Determining your future by selecting a major can be difficult.
It's okay to be undecided.
Connect with the College of Arts and Sciences, where your options are endless.
Where you can uncover your passions and achieve your goals.
Express your creativity by exploring a career in the visual and performing arts.
Investigate new discoveries to make the world a better place with a career in science.
Advance knowledge, communicate progress, and contribute to a healthier planet with a career rooted in the social sciences.
Discover your career by looking at the world from different perspectives through the humanities.
Realize a better tomorrow through problem solving and mining data that can change lives.
CAS prepares you to succeed through internships, study abroad, student-guided research projects, and service activities.
With 109 majors, 52 minors, and 24 departments, the only thing missing is you. College of Arts and Sciences.
Connect.
Achieve. Succeed.
When you have a team of physicians and nurses that really truly care about their patients, that translates into patient care.
It's a small practice, it's a small town. Everybody really takes that time to put the patient first.
Everybody cares what's happening to me and that I'm making progress and I'm gaining my freedom back and my mobility back. This patient is saying thank you.
This spring, I invite you to shop in downtown Stillwater. Downtown Stillwater is home to locally owned shops, boutiques, eateries, and dependable professionals that you can trust. Find the perfect gift for your graduate, have a delicious meal with mom, or just stop in to enjoy great spring savings. By creating a demand for local goods and services, you can ensure a place for the local businesses that help give our community character and keep it unique. On behalf of Downtown Stillwater, thank you for shopping local.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. Watch out now. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Everybody watch out. Watch out now. I'm ready for a good time and I came to groove. The whole band's here and we came to move. Got a fresh haircut and 2 new shoes. We're here all night like we got nothing to lose. I'm coming out the jacket cause we're turning up the heat. I wanna see you clapping when you get up out your seat. It's time to make it happen when we hit these streets. I'm coming in hot and I can't be beat. Watch out now. Baby, watch out now.
Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, this week is Mental Health Awareness Week here at OSU, and events are being held across the campus to bring awareness to suicide prevention. Also, if you're looking for something to do tonight, the OSU Jazz Orchestra is performing with popular trumpet player Vince DiMartino at 7:30 in the Sarantine Performance Center. And now we'll take one final look at this week's weather. Well, that's it for our show today. And for myself, Austin, and our entire crew, we want to hope that you have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
In my mind, I was never going to walk right again. Before we were through, we had walked 23 steps. And that was my first steps of freedom. This patient is saying thank you.